Hi lovelies, welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we're going to review where we are in our debt-free journey. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges. It is about our debt-free journey as well as a little bit about investing. If any of that is of interest to you and you have not already, I'd really appreciate if you would take a second, hit subscribe down below. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And everyone, please take a second, smash that thumbs up button. All right, so a couple years ago, I got a free tracker from the Budget Mom in order to track our debt. I filled it all out. I print it all off every year when I need a new one, and it just gives me that visual of where we are. Now, I am a computer nerd, a spreadsheet nerd. Let me rephrase that. I am a spreadsheet nerd. I love the digitalness of being able to go in and doing all the auto calculations, but at the same time, I am addicted to paper, and I print them out because I would like to be able to just go and look and see where are we at without having to turn the computer on. So that's what we're going to do today, is update our paper snowball tracker. Well, let me rephrase that and back this up. We are not using the debt snowball method. We actually are using the debt avalanche method. If you are new to paying down debt, there are a variety of ways you can pay it down. One is the debt snowball, where you take the one with the smallest payment and you attack it with a vengeance. Or not the smallest payment, the smallest amount due, and you attack it with a vengeance and you pay it off as fast as you can, and then you take that money and you snowball it into your next smallest payment or your next smallest bill, and you attack it with a vengeance, and it keeps snowballing into the next smallest payment until finally you have them all paid down. Well, we are using the debt avalanche method. The difference between the snowball and the avalanche is the avalanche I will pay less in interest, where this debt snowball you'll pay more in interest. Now the catch is that the avalanche, I'm not going to see those small successes as fast as someone using the snowball method. And that's because, well, it just so happens that the bill that we had that had the highest interest rate also had the highest amount on it. So we have not seen a goal hit, debt paid off in a year and a half at this point, because it's not about paying down the smallest debt first for us. It is about paying that least amount of interest. Now, we have 4 major debts. We did have 5. One of them wasn't really my responsibility, so we really only had 4. So we have the mortgage, we have my car, my student loan, and our cell phones. If we were using the debt snowball tracker, our cell phones would be out. However, our cell phones are sitting at 0% interest, meaning I'm not paying them any extra other than what I paid for the cell phone. Go us. My student loan, on the other hand, is sitting at almost 6% interest. My car is sitting at 3.5% interest. And then our mortgage, that's just sitting out to the side because that is not one of my priorities right now. It is about getting rid of my car, my student loan, and our cell phones as fast as we possibly can, and about paying the bank, the lenders, the least amount of interest possible. So we are attacking my student loan with a vengeance. We started the year at almost $25,000. Last month we ended at $8,000. Again, I have not seen successes. Like, my phone should have been paid off, and really and truly my car should have been paid off too. But long term, we're going to spend less money doing it this way. If you need to see goals, I strongly recommend you use the debt snowball method so that you can see them, you can feel those successes, because this feels like I'm in it for the long haul. However, we have it budgeted out, and if everything goes correct and no emergencies happen, please, we actually will be out of debt by the end of this year. So for me, this is working. All right, so let's go through each of these. So our mortgage, we make our minimum monthly payment on the mortgage, $1,235, and we now owe $113,603.66. Not a lot comes off. Most of this payment is our interest. It's broken up basically into thirds. A third goes towards interest, a third goes towards principal, and a third goes into what's called an escrow account. When you own a home, you have to have an and a loan. Most banks require you to have an escrow account so that they can pay for taxes, property taxes, and homeowners insurance every year, and they know that it's covered. So that's where we are with our mortgage. My car, we made the minimum payment of $370 on my car. That brings us down to $36.16. Yay! Now my student loan is the one we are attacking, meaning we are, as Dave Ramsey would say, gazelle intensity. How fast can we get rid of this particular debt? Most of my extra from my check goes into there. If I earn money from any of my apps, it goes into there. Cashback rewards from the credit card goes into there. So just trying to really pay huge chunks every month. And this month we were able to pay $2,065 down on it. Yes, go us! Which took us from an $8,000 down to $6,019.51. Yay! Again, it's about that interest. So the beginning of the year, we were paying almost $3, actually almost $6 a day in interest. We are now paying roughly $2 a day in interest. They're not getting as much back from us as they really want. Now, some of you are going to hit on the fact that I just said I have a credit card. Why isn't that credit card debt on here? Well, it's because it's not a debt for us. We pay that credit card off every month. So it is not one of my debts that has to get paid off, because basically I read my envelopes every month and I pay it off totally. So the beginning of the year, my daughter had a car. Now, we did not make any of those payments on it, nor did we make any payments for her. The only reason it was on here is because I was on the loan, and therefore I felt the need to at least track where she was on it, but we have done nothing with it. Our cell phones got their minimum monthly payment of $65.40, which brings us down to $417.24. Again, if I was using the debt avalanche, or sorry, debt snowball, phones would have been gone, and really and truly my car would have been gone as well, but then we'd have been paying 6% on my student loan and giving them more money, which I don't want to do. All right, so let's see how much we actually paid off this month. Now, what we pay off versus what we've paid are not the same thing. Remember, I told you that this $1,200 was basically broken up into thirds: a third escrow, a third principal, and a third interest. So all that $1,200 did not come off. Although we made a $2,000 payment on my student loan, not all of that came off of, or not all of that, or some of that was interest. So because of that, this doesn't mean I just get to add the row across. However, we did pay down a huge chunk of debt this month. We paid down $2,759.40. Oh, sorry, and 20 cents. Go us! Anytime we can have more than a $2,000 debt come down, I am elated. Once my student loan gets paid off, the Mazda and my phones, then it's going to be a little more boring on the mortgage, but that's okay. We can live with that. So our total debt as we roll into September, because this is the 1st of September, is now at $126,776.57. And guys, $113,000 of that is the mortgage. So between these three, let's go do some math real quick. Told you I'm a spreadsheet nerd, got it over there on the computer. So these three alone, we only owe $13,172 on. Yay! Cannot wait for that $13,000 to be paid off, gone. I'm sitting the fence. I have $6,000 in a high yield savings account, which I could raid and pay off my student loan today, really and truly, but I'm not certain I want to let it go. I have money insecurity issues. I don't know how many of you also have money insecurity issues, but that to me is that, oh crap, we really have an emergency that we need to get taken care of right now. So I'm not quite certain how I feel about rating that, because I still then have another almost $7,000 left of payments. I may wait until we get closer to the end and then just take that, but I haven't decided yet. I know what Dave Ramsey would say. Dave Ramsey would tell me, Rosa, take it all out of the bank and pay all of it right now. That gives me some serious anxiety. No, we've never had something come up where we need that kind of cash right now, but it's taken a really long time to get that kind of money in the bank. And I just, I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to hear your opinion on it though. All right, so that's where we are on our debt-free journey. Moving. We started the year at 153 and we're now down to 126,000. Almost $25,000 gone. Yay! All right. If you have any questions, I'd love if you drop it in chat. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.